and she worked really hard, and she's funny, and her name is MaryAnn Bodt. Come on, give her a hand. MaryAnn Bodt.
Hello, good evening to everyone, and thank you for coming out to support me. There's a lot of celebrations tonight, and I am also celebrating this week 10 years being a widow. I used to work at the Suffolk County Police Department in a civil service position, you know, a civilian worker. And tonight I have stacks and stacks of PBA cards to give out. After the show, it'll be 1 for $5 and 3 for $10. On the last day of work, I swiped the detective's badge. I'm gonna let that go tonight for $80. You know, tonight I did so much work to get here. Plucked out my chin hairs, put in my contacts, I put Plexiderm underneath my eyes, and crepe erase, and plaster of Paris from Home Depot. Wouldn't you know, my friend tonight, she's a lovable lady, but she says to me all the time, "You look so tired." All I can say to her was, "I'm so glad I kept a receipt for Home Depot." You know, being a widow and a senior citizen by a couple of years, I took my car into the mechanic at the dealership for an oil change. And the mechanic came out and he says to me, "You know, in addition to the oil change, you need an antifreeze flush out for $295, and you have to have your cabin filter changed for $175. And with that, we give a full squirrel check." I says, "Get the heck out of here. You're ripping me off." I said, "I want my car back. I'm leaving." So I stormed out of there, pulled into my driveway. I went to the back in the trunk, and the trunk had a whole bunch of acorns in it. I recently rescued a 1-year-old girl dog. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I brought it to my vet, and the visit was going very well. But then he says to me, the dog needs to have her teeth cleaned for $1,600. And the one tooth in the back had tartar on it. If I have to extract it while she's under, it'll be $2,005. I says, "You know, everybody's always trying to rip me off. I'm taking my dog out of here. But I will take the squirrel check." You know, I really hate this self-scanning stuff at the stores. I went to Walmart a few weeks ago, and I was scanning all my stuff. Things were going well. And then there was a little dress for my granddaughter. I couldn't find the freaking barcode on it. I'm looking around, there's one kid, it's very busy, he's not gonna come over and help me. I just took the dress and threw it in the bag. And what I told the judge was, They forced me to shoplift. Thank God I got out of there with just a warning. A few weeks later, I was in Stop and Shop. And they had a good buy, 2 packages of grapes for $5. So I went on the self-scanning line again. And it won't scan. It won't scan. So I says, you know, I was busy, I had to get going. I just threw the grapes in the bag. But this time, the judge told me I'm barred from going to Stop and Shop for 2 years. And there is going to be a sign, a picture of me over the grapes. You know, I have a lot of friends, and we go out and we split checks. And I'm not into this splitting the checks, because there's always one character in the group. So, a couple of weeks ago, I was the only one to order the dessert, the fried ice cream. So I actually heard my friend Bonnie say, I'm not paying for her fried ice cream, MaryAnn's fried ice cream. So I turned around and I said to her, big deal. You're so petty. I'm not even going to bring up that you ate 4 out of the 6 mozzarella sticks. And I'm not going there with the hot wings. Recently, I have a new granddaughter. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And my son says to me, Ma, you need a new car seat. I says, what's wrong with the car seat that I have? He says, Ma, your car seat is so old, it has an ashtray in it. And it has a sticker to vote for some guy named Eisenhower. I'm going to leave you with this joke. You got to watch these smartphones these days. My niece picked me up at the airport, and I must have accidentally hit the live button on Facebook. So when I went into her house, I says to her, you know, I think we had like 14 views and 16 likes on that whole conversation in the car. So now she says, oh, don't worry about it, I'll just delete it. I said, now the world knows my sister-in-law is a cheap, ugly bitch. She re-gifts gifts at Christmas. She's not generous with me on my birthday. And the last time we went out, she had 4 of the 6 mozzarella sticks. Thank you.
MaryAnn Bodt, give her a hand. MaryAnn Bodt. You know who you are with the mozzarella sticks, ladies. Whoever it is, you know who you are. We heard about you in class. Oh, that was so funny. So